General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, says the federal government is recording considerable progress in its fight against corruption, having recovered over $633 million and 200 million pounds since 2017. Malami, speaking on the sidelines of the 76th session of the UN General Assembly in New York, added that the government is seeking to recover 200 million pounds stashed in the United States as it embarks on a massive recovery of assets belonging to the country.
At a point, we recovered over 322 million US dollars from Swiss. That was around 2017, and then at around 2020. We equally recovered around 311 million US dollars from United States of America, and we have equally tried again to recover, I think, around 78 million pounds from UK associated with Malabo OPL 245. But as far as the meeting I intend to attend in Washington DC by tomorrow is concerned, we are looking at the possibility of recovering further 200 million pounds among others. As far as that issue of terrorist financing is concerned, it's a work in progress, and indeed I would like to be preemptive both in terms of investigation. But one thing I can say for sure is arising from such arrest, the terrorist funding and financing has indeed been crippled substantially, and that eventually translated to some major improvements being recorded as far as crippling the strength of terrorists is concerned within the nation. The position of not only the federal government but indeed the judiciary is the fact that status quo associated with the collection of value-added tax should be maintained. And the status quo as far as the core judicial system is concerned is a status quo that as at the time the parties approached the court, it was the Federal Revenue Service that was indeed collecting the value-added tax. So with that in mind, the federal government has succeeded in obtaining an order that establishes the sustenance of the status quo, which status quo is that the Federal Revenue Service should continue the collection pending the determination of the court, and pending the determination of the cases that are instituted by states, particularly the Rivers State government and the Lagos State government, and the cases are being determined by the court. But one thing of interest is the fact that the federal government had indeed taken cognizance of the fact that where there exists a dispute between state and the federal government, it is the Supreme Court that should naturally have the jurisdiction to determine the dispute between a state and the federation.